Hello everyone, it's Loretta. Please pardon my voice. I have caught a cold. My husband and I took a quick little vacation for our 18th anniversary, and I came home with a stopped up head. Anyway, this is going to be the first in my series for 2019. I cannot believe it's 2019, but it is. Alrighty then. We're going to do a little post-it note project. These are super easy to make. I'm going to show you how to do it. You don't have to have a crocodile, but it makes this process easier. You'll need some pattern paper of your choosing, a coaster, and a post-it notepad. You'll also need some binder clips. Purchase these at the hardware store, at your stationery store, Staples, Office Depot, whatever. Okay, now that you have all your stuff together, you're going to go ahead and pick some pattern paper for your project. Now my coasters are 4 inches by 4 inches. But if you're using a different coaster, or you're just going to cut this from like chipboard, measure them so that you can cut them correctly at 4 by 4 inches. And we need 2 pieces of this. That's going to cover the coaster. Now I'm going to measure this little scrap piece to 1 1/4 by 2 1/8. We are going to cover this coaster using the pattern paper that we just cut and just some ordinary glue. The lid on this one's kind of gunked up, so I'm just going to pour it on and use my fingers to spread it evenly out. Turn it over and spread your glue on the other side of your coaster or substrate. And you're going to put your other piece of scrapbooking paper that you pre-cut onto here. I keep baby wipes just within my reach, so this is what I clean my hands with. You can use whatever you want, but I recommend that you just use like a ruler, or in this case an old acrylic block. To get the excess glue out. At this point it may warp just a little bit just because the wet glue is, there. So we put that aside. Now we have this little scrap of paper right here. Okay, I recut this little piece because I actually want the pink side showing. You're going to want to measure your clips so you know what paper size is going to be. But mine is 1 1/4 by 2 1/8. You can use whatever you want, honestly, to glue this into place. I actually recommend sticky tape or some really good glue like Glossy Accents. I decided that I would go ahead and just use some score tape. I literally just tore a piece off. You're not going to really see it. You just want it to keep everything in place. And like I said, I'm just using a scrap. You're going to want to take your clip and get it down inside of that little lip. Fold it and crease it with your nails. And unfold it and crease it with your nail again. Now, if it's not fitting exactly the first time, just push it into place using an X-Acto knife, and then just cut off the excess. It looks like we didn't really need that 1/8 of an inch. Now, if you want, you can attach your Post-it note to the back. Once you have your clip trimmed and ready to go, if you want to actually cover your Post-it note, you can. Post-it note is 3 by 3 inches. So I'm actually going to cut this piece of pattern paper down to 3 1/8. By about 4 1/2. To get a nice crease, you may want to use a bone folder, which is what I'm going to do. So now the Post-it note is covered, and we're going to bring our coaster back into play, eyeballing this for center. So we're going to make a matching pin for this. And to do that, we're going to need that pattern scrapbooking paper again. I'm just going to cut off a piece that is about 1/2 an inch. 1/2 an inch is actually too big, but it'll, I don't know, 3/4 maybe? Yeah. I'm going to just cut this to 3/4. This is just a scrap from the bottom of this anyway, or top. And you're going to take your RSVP pin and unscrew it. Alright, now that I have my piece of paper rolled, I'm going to replace it, or I'm going to put it in the empty barrel of this pen. I did go ahead and score this just every 1/8 of an inch. It doesn't even have to be neat, so that it would fit into my pen a little easier. And we're going to trim off the excess of this. We're going to put the top back on. So this is going to just fit right here. As you can see, I'll be putting the lid on this in just a moment. Now, I'm going to actually take this clip apart. Just pinch it together and throw that away. So here's your Post-it note holder. Let's decorate the outside. These paper packs are really fun because they come with so much goodies like stickers, and this one definitely does not disappoint. So I chose this fun sticker that's got these flags on it for my project, and I'm going to just lay it down in place. I really should have done this before I took that clip piece out. If you'd like, at this point you can also add some ribbon to the back of the clip. I think this just makes it look a little more finished. And if you leave the hook, if you leave this clip like this, then they could potentially hang it on a pegboard. You could put a magnet on the back, which would also be fabulous. Leave it on your refrigerator. And I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, now that the ribbon's in place, and you could use foam fur, honestly, you don't even have to do this, it's just cute. I've decorated the cover once again with a sticker, and to keep the pin from falling out, we're going to put its lid back on. And if you give it a little bit of a pull, you can just hook it right there if you want. But that's it. That's how easy it is. It may take 5 minutes a piece, if that. Once you get everything cut, this would be an assembly line project that would go really quickly. I would charge $4.50 to $6 a piece for these, and I would have them in different themes, genres, so to speak, you know, like summer or fall or Christmas or whatever, so that our patrons would have something to choose from. If you give something like this a try, please give me credit. Don't forget to share my videos on your social media. Stamp happy, be a blessing. Bye for now.